Good morning, everyone. Well, I didn't make the video as early as I wanted to, but we are here. It is Friday. I hope everybody is doing great. I hope that you love what we're going to create today. I think it's pretty cute and it's got some good uses. So I'm trying to pull out an index card. I'm getting low, guys. I'm getting low. So, we don't want that. Okay, Charlotte, what is the problem? Okay. All right, then. Thank you, everyone, for bearing with me. I know it has not been easy. I have just been... It's like every time I turn around, it's something, and I can't get in here. So our San Antonio friends are home safely, and I'm back in the craft room. So let's get started. This is I decorated it for fall. It could be anything that you want. That is the back. It can go in a journal page just like this. I used one of these really cute tags from Hobby Lobby so that you could write on that. I decorated it, as you can see here. The purpose of this is this will slide down. This will pop up. There's your index card. You can decorate this any way you like. You could put a little pocket here and fill it with ephemera, but the idea is that then this will slide up and this will open up, and again, you've got index card and you could put a little pocket here and fill it full of ephemera. So it's really kind of a little surprise. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's very, very easy, but what I wanted to explain to you is if you wanted to put this on a page and put a little bit of glue up here, if you got August's journal kit, in that was some score tape, and it was an 1/8 of an inch score tape. That would be absolutely perfect for this project. And the reason why I went 1/8 of an inch is because you could easily double it to get 1/4 of an inch. 1/2 an inch is hard to work with because if you're using score tape for tags, for pockets, that sort of thing, it's pretty wide. So I love the 1/8 of an inch, but what you would have to beware of is you want to make sure if you use glue that this comes up high enough. So if you had glue there, you want to make sure you want to be able to open your flaps when you put the glue on. So just watch for that. But if you went ahead and did the glue option, then this would make a really great belly band or would make a really good pocket. So I think lots of uses for this one. I really like it. So let's get started. It's a great use of scraps too. So I'm having issues with my hands, guys. So that's also part of the problem. I had to change my meds. Okay, so our first piece of cardstock, which is the base, is a 3x7. And then you're going to have your flaps. So you're going to need 2 pieces, obviously, because there's 2 flaps, 3x4. You are going to have a hinge. So if you can see there, we've got the overlapping. And when you do this, you might have to trim a tiny, tiny bit when you go to put them together. And I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to score these 2 pieces at 1/2 an inch. That's going to be the hinge that allows you to open and close your where your index cards are going to be. So then we're going to fold these over. We're going to burnish them with your tool, and then we're going to trim them so that the ends come in. So what I mean by that is we're just going to, we have new names today. So I pulled the one out that I had left over, and I believe it's Aunt Kathy. And so if I pull your name from the new pile, starting, you know, because we've started the new pile, if I pull your name, then I'm going to replace it and pull a different one. And all the mail will go out tomorrow, guys. So I am behind. If you are purchasing a journal kit, one of the ones for November, I will hold it and put it in your kit. It saves me, what is it, 80 something cents, if you can believe that. So you're going to just make sure that you don't need to trim these down, and we're really good. Look at that's okay. You're not going to see that because you're going to have the little slider that goes over it. But if that bothers you, just make them a tiny bit longer so that you can trim them when you go to put them together. So we know one's going to open from the top. Say this one's going to open from the top. So I have a piece here that should work, and it does. If you've got your red line up there, you might want to keep your red line at the top. So we are going to ink this. And while I'm inking this, and let me take measurements of this. We have to cut the other one. It's a 3 by, it would be a 3 by something because we've got the width. So this is a 3 by, whatever the index card is, Charlotte. I'm pretty sure it's whatever the index card is. And then that's a nice piece. So yeah, and these index cards are the smallest. The typical, what would that be, like 5 by, what is that? 5 by 3, I believe, or 6 by 3, however they come, just your standard index card. Boy, I can't think. See, I've been out of here for too long, and I meant to replace my shredded, and I didn't do it. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one as well, and the other one. You don't have to ink. The back side of this is, I think the background is black, so I'm not worried at all about inking it, but you can see the white from where you've cut, and I don't want that. But while I'm doing this, I wanted to ask you, I went over the comments. There was a comment where somebody asked if I could make ephemera hashtags, and it was a new person, and I have not heard back. I don't know what an ephemera hashtag is. Does anybody know? Are you familiar with what that would be? An ephemera hashtag? How do you make an ephemera hashtag? So I feel like I'm missing something. So if you know what that is, can you just drop me a message in the comments, or if you're more comfortable, just go into my Etsy shop and let me know what an ephemera hashtag is, because seriously, I have absolutely no clue. And I am trying to use these up, so I get quite a few in the Grabby box. Grabby loves these tape runners. So I'm like, let's use the tape runners. And they don't fit all the way to the top, and that's okay. Why is that off so? Can you believe that? Look at that. Really? Was this the one this must be the one I just cut. How could I be off that much? That's a little bizarre. Okay, so this is going to go on the bottom. Isn't that right? Is this the bottom? And it opens up. Yes, that's going on the bottom. So we want to put our index card this way. Yeah, that was the new one I cut. Well, that's just a little bit strange, Charlotte. Just a little bit strange. It has cooled down. It's like 68 at night. We can have the doors and the windows open. It is so nice. We got that. We got a lot of rain from the hurricane that came through. And unfortunately, the one full day that our company was here, it rained. We tried to get out to go to a preserve park. We were able to go for like 10 minutes. That was all we could get because it just was going to start opening up again. So this is what you're going to have, is this. It's perfect. All right. So let's see if my glue is going to cooperate or if it's going to have it. Yep, there we go. That's good. And we're going to put something on top of this so you don't have to worry about having your glue be absolutely perfect. You want to make sure you don't have any that overflow to the other side. And then you're going to put this piece on. It's just a cute project, and I think really useful. And I thought, oh, all of you will just love this one. And like I mentioned, it's a fantastic project for scraps because we've all got those laying around. So now this is what you have. Now I decorated the inside of this. That was the last thing that I did. But you want to do something with the back here, because if you're going to slip this inside a pocket, you don't want to turn it over and you don't want to see that. If you're going to use this as a pocket or a belly band, you don't want to hit these edges either. So we're going to take another piece of scrapbook paper. Let's see, will this work? This will work. This is fine because you're not going to really see it. And if you turn it over and you do see it, it's not that big a deal. We know this is 3 inches. So we're going to cut this 3 inches. And it's a 3 by 7, I believe. I think it's a 3 by 7, if I remember correctly. So we're going to go ahead and go 3 by 7. So I know I've got it out of camera sight, but I am cutting it off, and I only needed to cut off this tiny little piece there, so perfect. 3 by 7, we're going to glue that to the back. Now, if you don't want to glue, if you're going to use this as a pocket or a belly band, you don't want to glue anything to the back, you don't have anything to glue to the back, just put a piece of tape here so that when you go to use this, you're not running into these edges, and that'll work too. So we're going to glue this onto there. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I really, really wanted to make this video yesterday so that you would wake up to it. Oh, starting November 1st, guys, we're going to start doing the lives. Yeah, I am not going to be able to, I don't want to stress about doing it this month. So starting November 1st, I will let you know when the first live will be. But my videos, I think, are just going to be lives. And don't worry about it if you can't catch the live, because it comes up as a video. But I like the interaction that I have with you when we are doing a live. So I'm excited about that, but I've got to get myself together. I've got so many things I want to do, and we need to work on the box. We need to finish the box, the wooden box. So, all right. So this is really, now the mechanics for the most part are done. This is it. I think let's go ahead and let's do the little slider, and then we'll do the inside. So I've got this piece that was from a grabby box. Ooh, maybe I will. Ooh, I really like, maybe let's do that. I really like that. So pretty. Most of it's gonna get hidden, but I like that a lot. So I'm gonna use this crease. It wastes paper, but this is such a strong crease that I really don't have any choice. So let's cut this about right here, and then you've got a great piece. Great scrap piece. So depending, now here, if you are going to do your pockets, you are going to stuff this with ephemera. You don't want to be really tight with your little band here, your little slide. I call it a slider. So you want to be a little bit more on the loose side so that it will go up and down without any issue. Because if it's a little bit loose than what you would typically want, it's not a big deal. Just put a little paper clip on the side. But you don't want it falling, but you don't want it so tight either that you can't slide it up and down. Okay, so we're going to look like that. Before we glue this, we're going to make sure that we will slide, that we aren't too tight. Yeah, we're going to be okay. All right. So then what we're going to do is I just put some glue on this end and then some on this end. Just like that. You don't need a lot. You just need enough to keep it closed. Making sure that, yeah, look at that. And then making sure that you don't have any glue that got on the back. So you've got that. And then this slides up and down. See that? See how it won't come off? And you can open the top. And you want the same thing to happen at the bottom. You want to slide this up so that this will open up, and then when it's together, that's hidden. So you really don't know what's going on here. So I have, do you remember when I shared with you my fall grabby box? That's what I'm using on this. I got into my stickers and I thought, why not? And if you want to decorate these as well, you can. So we're going to flip this up. Okay, this is the bottom because there's my red. Okay, let's see. What did we do, Charlotte? The red line should be at the top. Okay, we go this way. So this, the way I folded it, should be this way. Like that. Okay. Doesn't really matter, but it's just the way I designed it. So love him. Isn't he so cute? So we are going to see if we can put that scarecrow See if he will fit. Sometimes these little guys stick. I wonder if I could. I'm going to do that. Let's see. This should be one whole piece and not 3 separate pieces. Okay, why don't you want to come off? What's happening, guys? What is happening here? Come on, I want the corn. I thought I'd put him over the corn and it would really be cute, but it's like it's not punched out. I don't want to rip it. And that's exactly what's going to happen. What is going on? It's not punched. Oh, I don't think it's punched out. Is that the problem? Yep. I tell you, sometimes this stuff. There, I think we're good. I want to see if this will work. If we put this down. Yeah, it's rough, but it's okay. It's cute. See if we can put him over it. Boy, I hope he comes out because this is adorable. He should. I think instead of getting him off by the stick, let's get him off from the top. Yeah, it's like the machine that this goes through just is not cutting it very well because look at the big piece there. This shouldn't be there at all, I wouldn't think. Let's see. See, I just pulled the stick off. Yep. Let's see if this will work. I'm just going to layer him on there. That's super cute. And then you can see how that didn't want to come apart. There we go. So let's see if I can do this. Yes, it is so cute. Even with it being difficult, it's so cute. And then if you've got words, you know, you can, oh, it is so cute. You can go ahead and put words or do some stamping. And then here, I thought we might do this fence. So let's see if I can get the fence off. Maybe that'll be, yeah, that's way easier. Okay. And I know I'm going to have to cut. But we'll put the fence on, and then let's do the bucket. And will these come off, or are these, do you have to cut them out? No, this will work. And here's a little bit of wheat. Maybe we can put that up on the scarecrow. Sorry guys, it got quiet. Just kind of talking to myself. And do we want the fork? Okay, that's so cute. Yep, I'm really happy with it. Super, super cute. fun way to use the stickers. Be a really, really cute way to send a gift card or write a note. Look at that. So you open it, that's at the bottom. Then at the top, he's cute. Let's see if we can add this wheat. Oh, it's adorable. Then, do we want to add a thank you? Do we want to do this? Probably, because we did it to the one. So you know I get these at Hobby Lobby. And do we want to do a pumpkin? I guess you could, technically, you could put it below, but we'll do a pumpkin because we did the other one there. So let's just do a pumpkin. But you can see, that's the idea. Super, super cute. All right, so I am going to go around, and the only problem with this is, you see I had to cut the top of that off, because if you glue this down, you're going to have trouble with this little stem here. So I'm going to cut the stem off, because otherwise you're going to have an issue. You still have a stem, but see, now it will open. Otherwise, it's just, it doesn't want to. And then I'm going to just put some color on here. And I do have one of the pumpkin wax seals. I had made a couple extra, and so we should use that. Okay. Let's just make sure that we're going to open without an issue. Okay. So then we're going to glue this down. I want to thank everyone that has stuck with me. It's been a hard and just busy last couple months, and so I'm hoping to get back to, you know, at least 3 videos a week. I'd like to be in here every day. That's what I'm shooting for come the 1st of November, so we'll see. But that's what we're going for, guys, is to get back to normal. This has just been, well, a hit or miss with me. You don't know if you're getting me or not. So I don't know why we got so busy. I really don't. So we've got this, and then I did put a bow, and I used that, and then I got into my embroidery. It's not embroidery either. It is, this was from Hobby Lobby. This is not embroidery, upholstery thread, and you would find that in the specialty threads, not with your regular cotton threads. They have a whole thing on the wall of specialty threads. And then I just wad it up, because you don't want long pieces. You don't want it to get in the middle of being able to open up your card. It's supposed to be a little accent. Doesn't do anything, and you don't have to have this. But I know people, when they sew, they keep a bag with all their threads in it. So you can go that route too. All right. So we are going to, you don't want to cover up your little pumpkin. And I couldn't find, somewhere I have got some gold glitter, that I usually would accent this little pumpkin with, but believe it or not, I couldn't find it. So I'm going to take a guess. Just put a little dab of glue right here. You don't want it in the way of being able to lift this up. Let's cut this off. And then we're going to take, I'm going to take the Beacons Fabri-Tac to glue this little pumpkin down with. And you can decorate the front of this as much or as little as you want. Once before, I think I already told you this, but once before I took the hot glue gun to the wax seal, not even thinking. And of course, I melted right through it. It's ridiculous. Okay, we're just gonna put this down like that. I'm gonna hold it for a second. While I do that, I'm just gonna take a drink. And then we're gonna make a bow. I think we might be good. Take this little piece and just make a bow. Oh, one more thing I wanted to ask. I need your help with something. So if you know that if you've bought journal kits from me, for every month that you've bought a journal kit, your name goes in the pool at the end of the year for a free journal. So my question is, for those of you out there watching that buy journal kits, can you tell me, would you prefer a Christmas journal or a generic journal? I really need to know. And if I only get one answer and you say generic journal, meaning you can use it all year long, then that's what I'm going to go with. So, because I had originally thought of doing a Christmas journal, but December is going to be Christmas journals. So, yeah, I'm asking your help. Please let me know what you think. And let me know what you think about this project. See, that's moving. It's not dried yet. But that's it, guys. Isn't this just the cutest idea? I just thought it was adorable. Now, this will bend, but it wants to get caught. So I probably should have cut a little bit more. So if you're the winner of this, you may only be able to use this part of the piece to write on, unless you want to take a little pair of scissors and just, your fold is here and here. This just needs to be cut just the littlest bit. Let me look at how this is put together. Yeah, your fold is here and here. So, okay, let me go ahead and see if I can cut that. And you can see where it's just bending just a little. That's not going to work. I've got next month's kit pieces out. Let's try this. These might work better. See now if this will open. It needs just a little bit. Probably the leaf was a better thing to do this with. I hate to lose the whole little stem. I mean, it's super cute anyway, but yeah, that opens much easier. You can see. Yeah, you just have to trim it a little bit. It's worth it, but super cute, guys. So let me know what you think. Everyone, have a fantastic weekend. And we have 3 of these guys. Is it 3 or 4? No, we've got 4 to give away from last week. So let's do that. And I'm going to need some paper clips so I don't lose the names. And everything should go in the mail tomorrow. I will wrap up everything today. So we know one of these is going to Karen Allen. That's what I meant, Karen Allen. So Karen, I'm sorry, Ann. Your name is in there though. So Karen Allen gets one. She was the last one from the previous box. So I went back 2 weeks and added names. So let's go. We've got another leaf. And we have Sherry S. I haven't pulled your name in a while, so congratulations. This will go to you. And I probably will just go ahead and pull out envelopes and take care of this. So we've got this pumpkin. The 2 remaining are pumpkins. How about Beth Ann? All right. Beth Ann. And I will continue doing this. I know I asked. Y'all are so kind. Whatever you want to do, Charlotte. Whatever you want to do. Okay. Last name is Nancy Beebe. Haven't seen your name in a while either. So congratulations. And I will get these out first thing tomorrow. So everyone have a safe, and a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you again so much for being with me. If you can let me know about the Christmas journal giveaway versus a standard journal, I would really, really appreciate that. So big hugs, everyone, and I will catch you sometime next week for sure. Bye, guys.